In this video, I'm going to give you 5 different steps that are going to instantly improve your roleplay. Step number 1 is to start with your character's personality first, then move on to your mechanical choices second. For example, it is time to choose your 3rd level spells. You just hit level 5, congratulations. So what spell are you going to pick? Are you going to pick the best spell in the 3rd level list, Hypnotic Pattern, or are you going to consider what your character would take? So I have a character named Eleanora B. Booker, and she is a loving, giving character. So for her, instead of taking the very powerful Hypnotic Pattern, it made a ton more sense to take Mass Healing Word. Now this does several different things. 1, you get to play a whole bunch of different spells and get to test them and try them out and see how cool you can make them. You wouldn't be able to do that if you always picked the one that you're currently seeing as the best. 2, those spells actually lead us into our roleplay moments. Eleanora wants to take care of her teammates. Now she has the ability to through the mechanics. Tip number 2 is to roleplay your action first, then say what you did. Critical Role does this all the time, and I gained this tip from just watching them do it. Caleb is a perfect example of this.
I take a bit of phosphorus and squelch it through my hand and cast Wall of Fire across the entire length of the boat.
That type of thing. He does it much better, but honestly, since I've seen them doing it, I've tried doing it myself, and it genuinely improves your roleplay so quick. Roleplay tip number 3, get your body into it. Is your character confident, proud? Then have them sit up straight. Get that movement in your own body, and it feels much more natural to portray that. Or are they feeling intimidated? Maybe slouch down and make your voice raise a little bit. You know the body motions. I don't have to tell you. You know, you've seen it a million times. So just start bringing your body into your roleplay, and the voice comes second. Which actually leads me to tip number 4. Don't do a difficult voice. Do a voice that feels natural to you, but also works for the character, makes the character feel believable. So for example, I can do a voice like this. It's basically just a little bit of arrogance and deepness mixed into my voice. Not difficult for me to do, but it portrays a completely different personality. And then on the other end, I can do just kind of a little bit more feminine, a little bit more southern accent. That's very natural for me, so I can just go ahead and throw it into my game. The main thing is do voices that feel right for you, and you can stretch, but if you find that you are consistently trying to do a specific voice, but you're naturally falling out of it, then choose a different voice that's a little bit more within your wheelhouse and take time expanding outward from where you naturally feel good. And finally, we have roleplay tip number 5. Purposefully give your teammates openings for them to roleplay. This means in character, sit down with their character, talk to them. If you know they have a quirk, lean into that quirk. You know they like drinking, buy them a drink. You know they like fighting, spar with them. Give them their opportunities to roleplay, because guess what? It is so much easier to play football when you have a team to play with. No different for roleplay. If you get the whole table roleplaying, it is the weird thing not to roleplay. So everyone gets invested, everyone starts building off of each other's roleplay, and we can all of a sudden have a really amazing roleplaying table. These have been my 5 tips on how to roleplay better instantly, but I would like to hear your guys' tips. What would you tell someone to do to increase their roleplay potential? Let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, I hope you have yourselves a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.